Good evening, everybody. How's everybody doing? Now, I don't know if you noticed this, but okay, first let me start off by saying namaste. This is C Temptation coming at you with a live stream video of Chicago Talk. Baby, this story I got to report to you tonight. I got my popcorn, and this shit is about to get super juicy. So, I wanted to start off by saying thank you to my 788 subscribers for your love and support. I definitely appreciate it. And to all of my new subscribers, I want to welcome you to Chicago Talk. Welcome to this live stream version of Chicago Talk. I don't normally do this. I'm eating some popcorn. I'm eating this popcorn for a reason because I got a hell of a juicy story to report. And you better do like me. You better get you some popcorn and get you something to drink. Because this is about to be a motherfucker tonight. So, I want to say one love to all my subscribers. Happy Sunday. And like I said, Sunday I don't normally do videos. But tonight, when I got wind of this, I said, let me do this shit like right now while I'm at it. So, and anyway, about to get ready to report this story because I'm about to report this story and I'm about to get ready to do some Q&A because this shit about to be juicy and off the chain juicy. But anyway, the reason why I'm doing this video tonight because I saw another updated video about regarding Lady Essie Berry. And baby, she has some juicy shit she had to report tonight about your man, of course, Steve Harvey again. Now, it was a story that was reported in the National Enquirer. And this lady was one of Steve's mistresses. No, and it's not Marjorie. Her name is Terry Smith. It was reported on the National Enquirer that she had a 9-year relationship with Steve and she had a baby by her. And she had sued him for, because she was trying to, she had sued him to, she was trying to contest the rights to her book that she wrote about him. And I saw the court document papers though, because this was, the case was back in 2007. But yeah, but it was reported though that she had a baby by this man. Now, I don't know if it was the case though that Marjorie got wind of this though, but from my understanding, from what was reported, that this lady Terry Smith had an affair with him for 9 years while he was still married to Mary. Now see, I was under the impression at first that he had 4 kids altogether. Came to find out, it was reported that he has 5 altogether. So he had, let's see, he's got 3 by his first wife. He has 1 son by Mary Harvey, which was the second wife. And now he has this other child by this other mistress, though, the one that he was creeping on, though, behind Mary's back while they was married. Baby. And he got the nerve to be sitting up here and calling himself trying to write books about relationships. He need to go somewhere and sit his soup, lip cooler ass, zoot suit wearing ass down somewhere, because he should be the main person out of all people that does not need to be giving advice about relationships. Hold on a second. Baby, this nigga too scandalous, boy. I mean, you talking about the straw that broke the camel's back. When I got wind of this information, I said, God damn, how many more kids does he have? So now he's up to 5 kids. You know, I ain't talking about the grandkids or nothing like that. That's a whole different subject. I'm talking about as far as him having children. But baby, this shit is just too motherfucking deep. This is too deep for me. And, you know, I just don't know what else to say about this cat, though. I mean, like people had said, and I'm going to say it too, and I think Sister Essie said the same thing. What happens in the dark will definitely come to the light. And This stuff right now, all this stuff that Steve is doing right now, it comes to like now as we speak. Because contrary to popular opinion, this man is a sorry piece of shit. That's what he is. I mean, you abused Mary, broke up her relationship with her son Winton. Then you sat up here and fucked around with this lady behind Mary's back for 9 years. Then turned around and had a baby by him. But one thing I'll say about Terry Smith, one thing I will say, she didn't have an abortion. You know, she went on ahead and carried the pregnancy to term and had the baby. Now, whether she had a boy or a girl, I don't know. I was trying to look it up online to see if I could find the information, but I couldn't locate it. But I am curious to know, though, whether she had a boy or a girl by Steve. But this is a real sad situation, though. I mean, he's sitting up there just playing women left and right. But this the same fool that sit up here and want to give relationship advice? I mean, dude, are you serious? I mean, you a sorry piece of shit. And like I said, what's in the dark is gonna come to the light. And you sitting up there and calling yourself one of silence, Essie Berry. Me personally, I don't think this shit is gonna work this time, cause Essie want that ass. She want that ass. And just like I reported the other day that Mary was hospitalized due because of Steve's sorry ass, my message to Mary Harvey is this: Mary, sweetie, don't stress out over that man. He's not worth it. I mean, your health is important, because once your health fails, as far as that $60 million, ain't gonna amount to shit. So you have to think about what's first: your health. Because as far as you allowing the stress to lead up to, as far as heart attack, stroke, or possible brain aneurysm, it ain't worth it. It ain't worth your health. It ain't worth your life. You got a son to think about, and you need to think about him. If you don't think about him, think about yourself. Because if you don't think about yourself, then what value are you to Winton? I'm just saying. Because it's obvious. Steve don't give a damn. The only thing that fucker's worried about is his goddamn self. But my message to Mary is this: you got to care about yourself. Because ain't nobody going to care for you or take care of you best but you. Because he don't give a shit either way it goes. I mean, it's quite obvious. The proof is in the pudding. Only person he worries about is himself. And then for him to make that comment talking about he didn't want nobody ambushing him and don't want to talk to him while he's in his dressing room and makeup chair and all that. A bunch of bullshit, if you ask me personally. I'm trying to see if anybody's gonna chime in on this live video. But yeah, so that's the main story. What's been reported though, that about this story about him being in the National Choir and quote unquote has a quote unquote love child. But if you ask me personally, I think the whole goddamn thing is really, really sick. And then the girl gonna sit up here and sue him for rights to her book that she wrote. Motherfucker, please. I don't feel like reading you again tonight though, because if you ask me personally, you was a sick son of a bitch. You was a piece of shit. And I'm just gonna sit back and wait until the time comes, because I guarantee you one damn thing: Steve Harvey is gonna meet his maker for this bullshit. I mean, Having 5 kids by 3 different women. 5. Nigga, please. And I think he had twins by his first wife, twin girls, so keep that in mind. But that shows right there, though, apparently he can't be still and stay with one woman. He got to float around with 3 different females. You sorry, you a sorry fuck. That's what you are. But I look at it like this, brother. You really, really, check this out, Steve. You really, really made black men really look bad. Because in that same scripture, like it says, a man that is double-minded is very unstable. So you just brought the truth to the light, though, that your mind is very unstable. Yeah, and I'm sitting back eating this popcorn because, baby, this is one hell of a story that I had to report on this. It's deep as fuck. When I got wind of that, I was like, God damn. This story is getting deeper and deeper and deeper by the day. And don't tell her how many other kids does he have. Because after she reported that story about this other child, by this lady, he got 5 kids altogether. By 3 different women. That's some crazy shit. 5 kids by 3 different women. And like I said, as far as with Marjorie, she ain't no better either, because she got kids by 2 different dudes. And both of them are cousins. And that makes you wonder, like, damn, are her kids cousins or brothers and sisters? If you ask me personally, that whole story is fucked up. I mean, it is fucked up from the word say John. But anyway, I'm trying to see if there's some people going to chime in on this live stream video. If so, I'm going to keep the floor open though, for far as any Q&A or have any further suggestions in terms about future topics for Chicago Talk. Because right now I'm just having a popcorn field day. Because baby, this shit is wild in the motherfucker. I'm telling you, it is wild. This was my rest day, and then when I got wind of this, I said, man, I got to report this. Oh, yeah, and I want to report something else. This was breaking news as of yesterday. It ain't got nothing to do with Chicago, but I'm just going to do it just for the sake of conversation. That it was reported yesterday that Nick Gordon was arrested for domestic violence against his current girlfriend. But that shows right there, you know, if you got issues like that far as domestic violence, or you got some sort of anger based upon something that happened to you in the past, you need to go get some help. I mean, seriously, get some help. Because with Nick Gordon is concerned, his time is coming too. I mean, what he did to Bobby Christina, and then his current girlfriend, so you know they're going to bring charges up against him for domestic violence. It's really truly sad, boy. It's sad, family. But I don't feel for him. I mean, he gets what's coming to him. I don't feel a damn thing for that fool. He looked like a big old woman, if you ask me personally. But like I said, his time is coming. But as far as him and Steve both their times are coming. So, but anyway, I had to eat some popcorn behind this boy because this shit was just too damn deep and too juicy. But the way it looks right now, I don't think nobody's gonna chime in on this live video. So if you catch this video on the back end, give me if you like it, click like, give me a thumbs up. If you feel free to leave your comments or if you have any questions pertaining to tonight's video, please do so. For those of you who want to reach out to me, I can be reached either on Facebook. I'm on Facebook. I'm on Twitter. I do have an account on Snapchat. Once in a while I'd be on there, but not as much because it takes up a lot of memory on my phone. Anybody wants to hit me up with an email, shoot me an email at charris7102@gmail.com. Also, I don't normally do this, but I want to ask my subscribers for their help. Because I don't mind continuing to, put in the time and doing these videos. I don't mind doing that. And plus, delivering commentary, I really do enjoy that very much. But I want to ask all my subscribers, if they can find it deep in their hearts, can they please make some sort of a pledge to this channel? Because I'm in dire need, though, for some new equipment, new computers, so I could bring you some better quality videos. I could be reached. I mean, you can hit my page up at patreon.com/Chicago Talk. That's patreon.com/Chicago Talk. I mean, even if you just give $10, $5, even $1, anything would help. Because I don't mind continuing delivering the videos and being dedicated to bringing you the latest news and doing the latest commentary. I don't mind doing that, but I need your help as well. I want somebody, anybody out there to participate or try to, find in their hearts to do that. Because this channel I did work hard for, and I built on it, and I'm continuing to build on it. But, I can't do it by myself. I really can't. I'm just being real. So, if anybody can find in their hearts, in terms of, a pledge is concerned, even if it's $1 a month, I would highly appreciate it. But anyway, the way it's looking, I'm like 17 minutes into the video. Looks like nobody's not going to chime in. I'll give it about maybe 5 more minutes, and after that, I'm going to sign off. But, like I said, I want to wish all my new subscribers, I want to say welcome to Chicago Talk. I hope you continue to enjoy these videos. And also, the main important thing to my new subscribers, make sure that you click like, share, and subscribe. Because I want to continue to keep this movement going, and I want to keep this channel alive, because this channel means a lot to me. I work really hard, to try to build up my audience. And I want to continue to build up more audiences and also to stand by. Also, the main thing is making sure that we stand by Essie Berry and Mary Harvey. Because right now at this time, though, they really do need our support. And I want to extend our prayers to Mary Harvey and try to wish her a speedy recovery. And don't get stressed out over this mess, because what's going to be is going to be. Main thing I want you to do, Miss Mary, is try to get you some rest, take care of yourself, eat you something nice, rest, and get all this bullshit out your mind, because it ain't worth sacrificing your health, and it sure as hell ain't worth sacrificing your life. So, like I said, make sure that all of us get together. Like I said, say a prayer for Mary. Stand behind her, because she really needs us right now. Like I said, I'm going to be with her 100%. Essie Berry, if you need anything, please, by all means, reach out to me at charris7102@gmail.com, and I will do whatever I can to try to help. Because it's time for us women to stand up, stand strong, and, like I said, hopefully try to get this clown out of television, because he doesn't need to do radio. He doesn't need to do any commentary. None of that. So, if anybody has any questions or concerns, like I say, in case you don't catch me on this live stream, shoot me an email, charris7102@gmail.com. Baby, This story is juicy to the juicy juicy. So, it's been 20 minutes already. Nobody chimed in. That's okay. Catch me on the back end. So, I'm about to get ready to wrap this up. And I want to say namaste. Peace be unto you. And I want to say one love to all my subscribers. One love. Let's keep supporting each other. Keep this channel growing. And until the next video, I want to say namaste. And peace be unto you. And have a great night.